Hey everyone, so today our task is going to be to explore how Google Classroom looks um, in the view of the teacher, and then also how it's going to differ when we have actually the use of the student as well. So over here I do have my teacher account, and over here is a student class. Right off the bat, you're going to be able to notice that um, on the class, this little white space down here is going to tell you exactly what you have that's coming up that's due. So students could actually click on that and get a quick link to their task. But let's go ahead and let's click open here. So the stream looks identical for both the teacher and the student. The only difference is that up here, the teachers have an option to select a theme and upload a photo for that theme. But both of them do have the About tab. And if we click on About, it looks pretty much the same there, except it doesn't show the students the class code. So if you want quick access to the class code and you're the teacher, you can actually maximize that, take up your whole screen or whatever. So that code is how teachers get the students inside of their class. Okay, so classwork, we click on that. Looks kind of similar for the teachers as well as the students. The teachers do have this option to create assignments and questions, materials, and reuse posts and all of that. But both of us have the calendar and the folder, and students can actually click here to view all of the work they have done and all the things that they've either been assigned or the things that they've turned in and they're still waiting for the grade on, or even what they've been graded on. They can also filter because after a few weeks inside of Google Classroom, this list gets quite long, as one can imagine. So they could click Assign, and they'll see all the tasks that's been assigned to them, but they haven't completed yet. They could see the returned with grade, and then they can also see the missing work if there's any assignments that they haven't turned in. So that's a nice little feature that Google Classroom offers for students. Also, when students are in this classwork tab, notice how some of the icons are green and some of them are gray. If the icon is gray, that means that the student has completed that task, or that there's nothing, it's not an assignment, it's just something that they have to look at. So there's that. When we click on the actual assignment itself, for the students, if it says graded, that means that it's been graded, it's back to them. So when they click view assignment, they'll be able to see their grade. For teachers, we have this little set here where it tells us how many students we've assigned this to, how many students have turned it in and they're waiting for us to grade it, and how many students we have graded. So if we click on another assignment on this one, it looks a little different because it says 1 student assigned and 0 turned in. So that means that with my 1 student in my class, they haven't turned it in yet. So I don't have anything to grade. If a teacher wants to see specific students, they can click on that number and it's going to show them all of the students that have been assigned that haven't turned it in yet. And if it's an assignment where the students are actually working on a Google Doc or Google Slides or something, then they're going to be able to see their work in real time as the students are working. So that's a pretty neat feature. All right, so that leaves us with people. And as a student, I could see a list of people that's inside of the class. If there were more students enrolled, I could also see the list of students inside of this class. So this tab for students kind of just lets them see who's in the class with them. But this class for the teacher is where the teacher can go and have co-teachers. They could manually add students, or they can click on the little box and email, remove, or mute students from commenting. Now, inside of this classroom, I don't have an actual student. I have just a normal Gmail account assigned to that. But if I had, like I teach in Franklin County, so if I had a student enrolled in here, right here where it says guardians, and they said invite, it would say invite guardians, and teachers could type the guardian email in there, and it will send an invitation to the parents where Google will generate a just a little summary weekly or daily, depending upon what the parent selects. But with that, Google will send them that summary weekly, and it's a really easy tool. So Google Classroom, a little different for teachers and students, but this hopefully will be just kind of an assistance for the teachers who want to see what it looks like from both sides.